talented fighters in this division. Let's see what he's got for us in this one.
This bout is scheduled.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Good left counter that lands. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Gets out of the way of that left hand. Missed him with that uppercut. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Can you imagine walking into this walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Both men step back for just a moment. Left counter punch will score. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8. On to the second round. Perfect counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. This is a high-octane battle. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
Nice counter. Trying to answer back. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Punch scores. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Neither man really defending themselves. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time in the score.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 3. He misses with that jab. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Nice exchange here from both men. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Men step back for just a moment. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how...
I'm telling you, he's gone.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I'm going to the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. He got caught. Foundation appears to be okay, but when you put those gloves that high, you know that you're in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been...
Look at him now.
There we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Stumbling around on Bambi legs. I thought we were going to see the finish there. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He fails to score with that left hook. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in the 6th round. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Which fighter will say no mas? This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Good left hand. I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. He threw the hook, didn't land. Hold everything! He's caught him clean! Oh my word, down goes RJJ! 10-8 round for... Here we go, it's round 7. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both men step back for just a moment. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
God, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he just missed with that left jab. Neither man really defending themselves. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Nice exchange here from both men. Fantastic punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, that punch! Only catching air with that hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem... Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them? Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Lucky that hook didn't score. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you've got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. This is the 10th. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? They score that left hand. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How'd you do?
Pensacola's finest is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. And down goes Jones Jr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
How are they going to revive him?
Mix it up, body and head.
This is the 11th we've entered the championship round. He misses with that jab. He just misses with that jab. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. They figure out the combination to this safe. And that hook misses. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. And he's going to take a knee here and try and regroup.
It's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Not many of the people in the division hit like them. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get caught to rhythm. And that's that's where the referee has to...
Can he finish this here? Oh my word, down goes RJJ!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
What a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.